Have you ever tried to quit a bad habit only to fall back into it again and again? The truth is, habits are powerful. They shape how you think, how you feel, and how you live. And here's the secret. You don't just break bad habits, you replace them. Every time you choose a healthier action over a destructive one, you're not just changing a behavior. You're rewiring your brain. Today we'll uncover 5 powerful swaps that can turn your daily struggles into daily healing, and in the process protect and strengthen your mental health. Step 1. Replace negative self-talk with affirmations. Think about this. How many times a day do you hear that little voice in your head telling you, "I'm not good enough. I'll never succeed," or "Why even try, Bea?" The scary truth is your mind believes whatever you tell it most often. Over time, those words stop being passing thoughts and start becoming your identity. They shape how you see yourself and how you live your life. But here's the beautiful thing. Just as negative self-talk can break you down, positive affirmations can build you back up. And no, it doesn't mean you have to stand in front of a mirror shouting cheesy mantras. It starts small. When you catch yourself saying, "I can't," gently replace it with, "I'm learning." When you stumble and think, "I failed," remind yourself, "I'm growing." When doubt whispers, "I'm not enough," stand firm and say, "I'm worthy." At first it feels awkward, maybe even untrue, but over time your brain rewires itself and those new words become your truth. Because words don't just describe your reality, they create it. And when you choose kinder words, you start creating a kinder, stronger, and more peaceful version of yourself. Step 2, replace late nights with restful sleep. You tell yourself, just one more episode or just 5 more minutes scrolling, and before you know it, the clock strikes 2 a.m. In that moment, it feels harmless, like you're stealing a little extra time for yourself. But the truth is, you're not gaining time. You're borrowing it from tomorrow. And tomorrow always collects the debt. Lack of sleep doesn't just make you tired. It erodes your focus, shortens your patience, and stirs your emotions into chaos. The good news? You don't have to become a perfect sleeper overnight. Start with small, intentional swaps. Replace the late-night scroll with a calming ritual. Dim the lights, play soft music. Read a few pages of a book, or simply breathe deeply. Create a bedtime you actually look forward to, a signal to your body and mind that it's safe to rest. Think of sleep as an investment. Every hour of quality rest you give yourself pays back in clarity, balance, and energy the next day. Rest isn't a weakness, it's a form of strength. When you choose sleep, you're not just closing your eyes, you're opening the door to a calmer, stronger version of yourself. Step 3, replace inactivity with gentle movement. Our bodies were never meant to sit in one place for 10 or 12 hours straight. Yet so many of us spend our days glued to chairs, hunched over screens, barely moving except to grab another coffee. Over time, this stillness doesn't just stiffen your back or shoulders. It drains your energy, fogs your mind, and feeds anxiety. But here's the thing. Movement doesn't have to mean grueling gym sessions or hours of intense training. Movement is medicine, and even the smallest doses can bring your brain back to life. Start small. Stretch your arms and legs in the morning before you reach for your phone. Take a 5-minute walk after lunch. Put on your favorite song and let yourself dance, even if no one's watching. Each gentle movement reminds your body it's alive, and in return, your mind feels clearer, calmer, more focused. Think of your energy like water in a river. When it stagnates, everything feels heavy, but with movement, it flows again. So replace hours of inactivity with small bursts of action. Every step you take is not just moving your body, it's moving your mental health closer to balance and peace. Step 4. Replace junk food with nourishing meals. Food is not just something that fills your stomach. It's fuel for your mind, your mood, and your energy. Yet in the rush of daily life, it's so easy to grab a soda, a bag of chips, or fast food, convincing yourself that it saves time. For a moment, junk food feels comforting. It gives you a quick hit of energy or pleasure. But soon after, you're left with brain fog, mood swings, and anxiety that feel heavier than before. It's like pouring dirty fuel into a high-performance car. It might run, no, but never at its best. The good news is you don't have to completely transform your diet overnight. Start with one simple swap. Replace a soda with water. Choose fruit or nuts instead of chips. Add one colorful, balanced meal to your day. These little choices seem small, but together they create a ripple effect, giving your body stability and your mind clarity. Imagine how different you'd feel if every meal became an opportunity to build energy instead of drain it. When you choose nourishment, you're not just eating healthier food. You're feeding your focus, your peace, and your future self. Step 5, replace doom scrolling with mindful breaks. We've all done it. Lying in bed, phone in hand, scrolling through endless headlines, bad news, and negative posts. At first, you tell yourself you're staying informed, but after minutes turn into hours, you feel heavier, more anxious, almost powerless. That's the cost of doom scrolling. It convinces your brain the world is falling apart, and it steals the peace you desperately need. But here's the truth. You don't need to consume everything happening in the world to be safe, to be aware, or to be enough. Instead of diving into that endless scroll, replace it with a mindful break. Pause. Breathe deeply for a few minutes. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Step outside and notice the sky, the air, the sounds around you. These small, intentional moments act like a reset button for your nervous system, reminding you that not everything is case and not everything needs your attention right now. Protecting your attention is protecting your mental health, because when you choose presence over fear, you reclaim your peace. Replace doom scrolling with mindfulness, and you'll discover that the calm you were searching for online was already within you all along. Bad habits don't define who you are. They're simply patterns your brain has repeated over time. And here's the hope. Just as they were learned, they can be unlearned. Every time you choose to replace what drains you with what heals you, you're not only changing your behavior, you're creating a new rhythm for your life. You don't have to fix everything at once. You don't need a total transformation overnight. All it takes is one small swap, one choice to rest instead of scroll, one choice to move instead of stay still, one choice to speak kindly instead of criticize yourself. These choices may seem tiny in the moment, but together they become the foundation of peace, balance, and resilience. Because mental health isn't built in a single day. It's built in the everyday decisions you make for yourself. So let me ask you this. Which habit will you choose to replace today? If this video gave you value, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, not just for this channel, but as a promise to yourself that your mind deserves care, love, and protection. Remember, you are stronger than your habits, and your peace is always worth fighting for.